What's up, my beater bros? Maine-iac here with another NBA trade video. We got actually a little bit to talk about here. Now, the actual major trade that went down, we'll go over it first. You can see by the normal way we do this, the two teams that are participating in the game are the ones that made the major trade in the video. I forgot to change it, so I'm actually there. Okay. Now this trade, I like it. I like it for both sides. What they did was the Portland Trail Blazers traded Crabbe to the Nets for Andrew Nicholson. But the Trailblazers are planning to, I think, release Andrew Nicholson once he gets traded. What I like about this is it does improve the Nets overall, and it does give Crabbe a chance to improve his career because he's been a really solid player. If you play him on NBA 2K17, he's pretty damn good. Like, I remember playing against him when I created my character, and his defense is solid. So getting a starting opportunity in Brooklyn alongside Jeremy Lin, Mozgov, or whatever, a few other solid players, might be able to highlight how good he is. And he might end up being the franchise focal point. We'll see how that goes. What this does for the Trailblazers is I believe it frees up some cap room. I think it does. If it does that mean they are seriously considering pursuing Carmelo Anthony? Perhaps? Because CJ McCollum, Damian Lillard, Nurkic, and Anthony would probably be a contender. Probably right up there with Houston at this point. Because a lot of people forget how good Lillard is when they talk about some of the better teams. But he did drop 50 points against Golden State. I mean, not anybody can do that. Also, the other thing we're going to talk about in this video is Kyrie Irving demanding a trade. I should have came out with this part of the video as soon as it happened, but I wanted it to be more confirmed and stuff like that. There's apparently teams he wants to play for, including the Spurs, the Knicks, and a couple others. Now, my 5 teams I could actually see him playing for is I could see him playing for the Spurs if they could package maybe a LaMarcus Aldridge in a 3-way trade with the Knicks, send Kyrie Irving to San Antonio, send LaMarcus to New York, and New York will send Carmelo to Cleveland, but San Antonio will also include a first-round pick for New York and a first-round pick for Cleveland. That's where it gets interesting. And I think New York also throws in a second-round pick for Cleveland also in that situation. I could see him playing for the Knicks, but in the end, he might be dissuaded from joining a team that's not really a contender, but I do think they're number 2. Because if the Cavs are going to trade him, I think they're going to trade him to somebody who doesn't really stand a chance or is not really a threat to them. Especially if they have to start rebuilding if LeBron leaves next year. So yeah, I can see him playing for the Knicks next year. Other teams that I could see him playing for, because I don't see him going out west unless it's a really good team. A lot of people are saying Minnesota because he does want to go there. But with their salary cap issues and they have to re-sign players next year, I don't think they'll take that on personally, but that's just me. You could see him going to Denver possibly. They're in need of a really good point guard, but I don't know what they would give up. Maybe some assets, maybe Moutier, because Moutier is a really good player. I would say Denver's probably number 3. And then number 4, I would have to go Detroit for number 4. They're in the middle of a rebuild process because of when they obviously lost a few players. But if they can trade for Kyrie Irving and keep Drummond, that opens the door to kickstart their rebuild relatively quickly. And I would have to say, last but not least, number 5 on my list. Because the problem with thinking of this is the good teams that are really good have a really good point guard, so they don't need a point guard. I'd say number 5, LA Clippers. They got Blake Griffin. They got DeAndre. A trade for Kyrie would be amazing for them. Now, a lot of people saying package DeAndre Jordan in a trade for Kyrie Irving. But I say don't go there. They already got Tristan Thompson. They ain't going to want DeAndre Jordan. That's not going to get you anything. What you do with this one is you try to see if you can get Austin Rivers. I know this seems crazy and that Doc Rivers would never want to trade his son. But Doc Rivers ain't necessarily in charge of trades all the, like 100% power. If you can offer them Kyrie Irving for, let's say, Austin Rivers and a couple of picks, I'd take that trade. That's just me. But then again, I don't even think he'll be traded. It's just a little speculation. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you are new, remember nothing is obligatory, but it is appreciated. Let me know where you think Kyrie might go, if he goes anywhere. You can also let me know if he's going to stay in Cleveland, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.